Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Emerald Coast. We're in day 7 of mid-autumn, and it is fairly late in the afternoon. Over here on field 22, planting some grass. Basically getting ready to put in an orchard here of orange trees. Not really sure how many orange trees we're going to put in here, but I did want to first get some grass seed down before we brought the trees in. That should give the ground a nice firm foundation. The grass will hold the ground together, keep it from turning into a giant mud pit, also keep the weeds down and whatnot. So you see we have obviously finished our corn harvest here. We have also gone ahead and cultivated this up. Got the stubble, the stalks all ground down into the soil, which will also help act as a nice fertilizer bed for the trees and the grass itself. We have gotten the rest of the corn harvested already at this point. That was luckily that was an ordeal. A stressful ordeal, hoping that we could get that done before the rain came in a couple of days ago. It rained, I think, late in the day. The last harvest day, we were able to get that done. Then we took a couple of days off, let the ground dry up a bit because it was fairly wet. Because we did get a fairly long, sustained soaker the other day. See, the neighbor across the street has got a crop growing. Canola. Looks like he's got some winter canola planted there for springtime. Take a look at our animal situation. We are up to 133 sheep. Like I said, our sheep have stopped reproducing as of spring, so it's stable there. 130 pigs and 132 cows. That's where we are at there. You may notice it says health at 82%. Our cows have consumed all of the grass in their pasture at this point, so they are basically just sustaining themselves on silage and power food at this point. So, been thinking about going and cutting a little bit of grass, baling up a couple bales, just to have around for a little bit. Doesn't look like we had any growth between early autumn and mid-autumn. But we did actually have growth between late summer and early autumn. So we do have grass that we could cut. I'm a little curious to see if we'll get any growth between mid-autumn and late autumn or not. Historically, I haven't seen much growth at that point in time during the year, but we just might. Look at a forecast. We've got really good weather for our bean harvest starting on Tuesday. I think we're going to be working the bean fields starting Tuesday, and it's probably going to take the better part of the entire remaining bit of autumn to get our beans in the out of the fields. If you remember, we've got soybeans in field 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and 12. We had corn in fields 9, 10, 16, 18, 19, and 22. Of course, 22 will now be taken out of the rotation because we are putting in an orchard here. But the fields that we had corn in, we will be prepping for winter wheat here shortly. In fact, we might do that tomorrow, depending on how the weather looks and how how much we get done today as far as our orchard planting. Probably feed our animals tomorrow evening, just so that we can get as much of that taken care of and out of the way before we go and move into soybean harvest. One thing I was thinking about doing, depending on how much we get harvested, or how fast we get those soybeans harvested, is I was thinking about running across the field, the big grass field, with our Massey Ferguson mower and with our New Holland forager, and I was thinking about lifting some grass and putting it in our silage bunker. Not silage bunker, but our fermenting silos. Simply from the standpoint that we haven't put any silage away this year yet. I think we've got enough to get us through this year and next year, but I would feel a bit more comfortable if we would at least put some away, so that we, have a good pad to go with. So I'm thinking that if we have time, if we have enough time late in autumn, that we might see about lifting some grass, whatever we get lifted up, and getting it put away in the fermenter. That way we can kind of hedge our bets and pad our silage levels. I'm going to go ahead and finish out this grass here. Do a little bit of a fun little time lapse. See how long it takes for us to finish out this field. And when I come back, we're going to see about plopping down some orange trees. Alright, well that didn't take too terrible long to get done. Just a couple songs, I guess. You know, you turn on the radio, you get the tunes rolling, and the job just seems to get itself done so much faster. Alright, let's take a look here. Thinking about how we might lay out this orchard. And go ahead and pull it in. The orange tree orchard. Orange orchard tree. And I know we got to see what that looks like. I know we need to give these guys manure and water, I believe. Right? Yep, water and manure. So I want to make sure that we leave enough room. Can get in here and put those in. Put water and manure in. Let's see here. Spin around. And spin the tree too, so they're not all exact same orientation, right? Put that there. 3. 4. 5. Right. See how that looks. Then let's see here. Now it's going to shoot for a pretty nice size orchard. You know, we're going to go ahead and do it. Let's see here. 1, 2. Five, 6, 7, corner. This look too weird. That one might be a little bit too close. Let's see here. There. This is going to be a big orchard. We're going to have plenty of manure to keep these guys going. Plenty of water also. Overall, oranges are a pretty good crop in Florida, right? It's probably gonna take us a little while to get newer to all these jokers, right? Spin them around. All right. Now, look at that. Got ourselves an orchard of orange trees now. We need to probably pick up a water trailer. Can water these guys. Then we're going to need to get a small trailer, I think. Come over here. Got our conveyor belt set up. Don't have too much manure at this point. So that'll change pretty darn quick. Let's go ahead and see what type of water trailer we might. That's too big. Animals. Joskin trailer. I don't even know how much water these guys take. Let's say it's not. 55 of those jokers in. Cow. Probably gonna kill my frame rates like totally. So we'll see. See how that goes. Give me a second and I'll be right back with the water trailer. So we got ourselves the Joskin water trailer. Thought about getting something different, but I thought we'd see how far this went with watering all of our orange trees here. End up having to fill this thing up like a bunch of times. Then I might think about getting a bigger water tank. We'll see how far this goes. Oh, 500 liters. So let's see. It's 2 trees. 3 trees. 4. 5 trees. Be cool if we could do a water trough and basically water all of these trees just at once. 7 trees. So we're going to be able to get about 14 trees watered out of one tank. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish watering these trees here. And probably turn in for the evening because we've got ourselves a busy day tomorrow. And everything. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please go ahead and click the like button. That'll be super awesome. Do Emerald Coast videos here on Sundays now that FS19 is out. It's been out for a little while for everybody. We are focusing on FS19 for the most part, but we will still do FS17 videos here on the Emerald Coast every Sunday. We are working towards 10 game years. Don't know if we're going to be able to make it that far before we call it, but we're going to give her a good old college try, so to speak. Oh no! Until next time, happy farming.